Good morning, students. So, in today's class, we are going to start the second part of chapter 2, Diversity and Discrimination. In the last class, we had seen that what is diversity, and we had also seen that there are two factors which are responsible for diversity. One is geography and the second is history, means हम कहाँ रहते हैं और हमारा background कैसा है. These two things impact diversity in our life. Apart from it, we had seen prejudice. Prejudice means किसी को पहले से ही जज करना without knowing much about him, that too negatively. So prejudice means judging someone without knowing about him, that too in a negative way. We had seen several example. एक English वाला देखा था और एक beggar वाला देखा था. Then we had studied what is stereotype. Stereotype means हम अपने मन में एक धारणा बैठा लेते हैं कि this person is like that, that particular religion is like that. That is called stereotype. Example: girls are good in cooking and boys are good at sports. This was example of stereotype. Then we had seen that the main reason for discrimination is stereotype and prejudice. After that, we had seen what is caste system. Caste system means if one person is farmer, his son will be farmer and the coming generation will be farmer, and that particular thing is called caste system. We had also seen that how caste system hindered our society. We had seen that our society was divided in two parts. One was upper class and the other was lower class, which was also called untouchables or Dalit. So this is what we had studied in the last class. Now we will continue our second chapter. So now we will start discussing about one great personality, okay, that who is Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Okay, first we will discuss about him. Then we will discuss one of the incident which is given in your book. So first we will discuss about Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. I am in page number 20. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, born in 1981 and died in 1956, is considered the father of Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution के जो फादर है, he is भीमराव अंबेडकर. Indian Constitution means हमारे भारत का संविधान. That means the book which contains all rules and duties which is meant for our citizen. मीन्स जब हमको आज़ादी मिली तो उसके बाद एक कमेटी का गठन हुआ. वन कमेटी वॉज ड्राफ्टेड हु वॉज रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू मेक इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड दैट कमेटी वॉज headed by Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. He is also best known leader of the Dalit. He is also called the best leader of Dalit, okay, for untouchable, because he had started many movements which encouraged Dalit men, women and children to come par with the society. So he is considered one of the important leader for Dalits. Dr. Ambedkar fought for rights of Dalit community. He was born into Mahar caste. Mahar caste is an untouchable or low caste of Bombay Presidency, which was considered untouchable. The Mahar were poor, owned no land, and children born to them also had to do the work their parents did. They lived in a space outside the main village and were not allowed into the village. So the condition of people who belonged to Mahar caste, it was very bad. As we had already seen that in that time there was caste system. Caste system means what job your parents and ancestors are doing, the same job you have to follow. So even this tradition was prevalent in Mahar caste. Moreover, they were not allowed to come in the proper village. They have to live in the outskirts of village. मतलब उनको village के बाहर ही रहना पड़ता था. Dr. Ambedkar was the first person from his caste who completed his college education and went to England to become a lawyer. So it was a greatest achievement. You can understand that a person who belongs to an Dalit class, who was not even allowed to come to the city or village, who was forced to select his father's profession. Anyhow, Dr. Ambedkar rebelled and he went abroad and he has taken his education and he became a lawyer. He encouraged Dalit to send their children to school and college. He also urged Dalits to make a different kind of government jobs in order to move out of caste system. He led many efforts of Dalit to gain entry into temple. Later in life, he converted to Buddhism in search for a religion that treated all members equally. So this is how Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar motivated the whole Dalit community to come forward. उन्होंने मोटिवेट किया कि जो भी दलित मैन हैं उनको गवर्नमेंट जॉब को ऑप्ट करना चाहिए, ना कि अपने फादर का प्रोफेशन कंटिन्यू करे, सो दैट दे कैन मेक चेंज इन अ सोसाइटी. ही अर्ज्ड वुमेन्स टू टेक एजुकेशन, बिकॉज एजुकेशन से ही ये जो जितनी भी कुरीतियाँ थी, जो भी हमारे नेशन में बुरा हो रहा था, हम उन सबको चेंज कर रहे थे. सो ही फोर्स्ड ऑल एवरीवन to take education, and slowly they all started taking education, and slowly by slowly they even got some recognition in the society. Dr. Ambedkar believed that Dalit must fight the caste system and work towards a society based on respect, not just for few but for all person. So he was the main motivator, who motivated the whole community so that all people belonging to that community can live a good life. After discussing about Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, now we will discuss one of the incident from his life which shows that how caste system or untouchability was prevalent once in India. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, one of the greatest leader of India, shares his first experience of caste-based discrimination, which took place in 1901 when he was just 9 years old. So when Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar is sharing one of the experience which show that how society was divided in two parts, and when this incident happened with him, he was just 9 years old. Okay, so you can understand that in such a young age, from such a young age, he started experiencing bitter truth of caste system and discrimination. He had gone with his brothers and cousins to meet his father in Koregaon, which is now in Maharashtra. So the incident was happened when Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was going with his brothers and cousins. He was going to place Koregaon, which is in Maharashtra, and his father used to work in this place Koregaon. Long did we wait, but no one turned up. An hour elapsed and station master came to enquire. He asked us for our tickets. We showed them to him. So what happened, as Dr. Ambedkar, he was going to meet his father with his brothers and cousin. So they had taken the ticket. They were very much excited to meet his father. But what happened, when they reached the station, their father had told that he will come or he will send a servant. But they were very much puzzled that no one was there to take him, and he was just a boy who was 9 years old. So they Dr. Ambedkar and his brothers and cousins, they were worrying. At that time a station master come. He inquired about tickets. We showed them to him. He asked us why we are tarried. Tarried matlab ghabrana. We told him that We were bound for Koregaon, and that we were waiting for father or his servant to come, but that neither had turned up, and that we did not know how to reach कोरेगांव, है ना. तो जो डॉक्टर अंबेडकर और उनके जो भाई थे वो अकेले गांव जाने का रास्ता नहीं जानते थे. सो वो अपने पापा का या फिर पापा के किसी फ्रेंड या फिर किसी सर्वेंट का इंतज़ार कर रहे थे. एंड एज नो वन हैड टर्न्ड अप दे वर वरिंग. We were well dressed children. From our dress or talk, no one could make out that we were children of untouchables. Indeed, the station master was quite sure we were Brahmin's children and was extremely touched at the plight in which he found us. So, as Dr. Ambedkar, he was a person, he was educated person, and he was well dressed. So, the railway station master, he was not able to identify those children as untouchable, but as they were wearing good clothes, they were very neat and clean, they were talking very gently. So that person, that station master, had thought that they are from upper class people or some Brahmins children. As is usual among the Hindus, the station master asked us who we were. Without a moment thought, I buttered, that means to say, out that we were Mahars. So now Dr. Ambedkar had said that he is from a background that is Mahar, and which was low caste. So what happened? That underwent a sudden change. A sudden change was in station master's face. We could see that he was overpowered by a strange feeling of repulsion. Repulsion मतलब खिंचाव, किसी को पसंद नहीं करना. As soon as he heard my reply, we went away to his room and we stood where we were. 15 to 20 minutes elapsed. The sun was almost setting. Our father had not turned up, nor had he sent his servant. And now the station master had also left us. We were quite bewildered, that means घबराए हुए, and the joy and happiness which we felt at the beginning of journey gave away a feeling of extreme sadness. So we can see that where the boys and Dr. Ambedkar had started their journey with happiness, but now they are very much saddened. The first reason was that their father and servant had not turned up. पहला रीज़न तो यही था कि उनके पापा वहाँ पहुँचे नहीं थे. एंड सेकेंड रीज़न वॉज द स्ट्रेंज बिहेवियर ऑफ रेलवे मास्टर. मीन्स जैसे ही रेलवे मास्टर को पता चला कि दे आर फ्रॉम लो कास्ट पीपल, वी कैन सी दैट ही हैड स्टार्टेड इग्नोरिंग देम. सो ही वॉज फीलिंग वेरी मच पेन्ड. आफ्टर हाफ एन आवर द स्टेशन मास्टर रिटर्न्ड and asked us what we proposed to do. We said that if we could get a bullock cart on hire, we would go to Koregaon, and if it was not very far, we would like to start straight away. So anyhow, station master को भी थोड़ा बुरा लगता है as they were small kids and how they will go to a strange place. So station master came and he started inquiring that what they are going to do or what they are planning. At that time, Dr. Ambedkar said that they are planning that they will take a bullock cart on hire. Hire मतलब किराए से, and then they will move to Koregaon. There were many bullock carts plying for hire, but my reply to the station master that we were Mahars had gone round among the cartmen. Not one of them was prepared to suffer being polluted, to demean himself carrying passenger of untouchable class. Already we had seen that they were extreme sad, है ना. Moreover, now you can see that the bullock cart owners, they were not ready to take someone who is from low caste. Means जो भी बुल्लक कार्ट वाले वहाँ खड़े थे वो अम्बेडकर और उनके भाइयों को बैठाना नहीं चाहते थे. Why they were feeling so? Because उनको ऐसा लग रहा था कि ऐसा करने से उनका जो बुल्लक कार्ट है वो पोल्यूटेड हो जाएगा, ख़राब हो जाएगा. सो यू कैन सी दैट हाउ एक्सट्रीम कास्ट सिस्टम was prevalent in Indian society. That a 9-year-old boy, he was not able to travel in a bullock cart. We were prepared to pay double the fare, but we found that money did not work. The station master, who was negotiating on our behalf, stood silent, not knowing what to do. So this is that incident. Here the incident is finished. So even you can see that these boys are ready to pay the double money. They are ready to pay the double money, but still no one is ready to take them to the Koregaon. So this is how that untouchability or caste system had affected not only Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar but a number of people who were living in that era. So now we had discussed about Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. We had also seen one incident that showed that how caste system was ruining our society. So now we will discuss that how then equality, striving for equality came, means how we Indians achieved equality. The struggle for freedom from British rule also included within it the struggle of large group of people who not only fought against the British but also fought to be treated more equally. Dalit, women, tribals, peasants fought against inequality they experienced in their life. So definitely I hope you all had studied about the freedom struggle, है ना, कि हमको कितनी मुश्किल से freedom मिला. But when this freedom struggle was going on, at that time with this freedom struggle, one more struggle was going, and this struggle was for striving the equality. All Dalits, all untouchables, all people belonging to the lower caste people, they also started to rebel to get an equal place in the society. As pointed out earlier, many Dalits organized themselves to gain entry into temple. Now we will discuss that how this movement started. Means सारे दलित जो थे वो एक ऑर्गेनाइज्ड ग्रुप हुए एंड दे वांटेड दैट दे शुड एंटर द टेम्पल. मीन्स उससे पहले ऐसा था कि इवन मंदिर में भी जो थे वो सिर्फ हाई कास्ट पीपल जा सकते थे, द लोअर कास्ट पीपल्स वर नॉट allowed. But now they had started a mass movement. They organized themselves and they started going to temple. Women demanded that they should have as much a right of education as men did. We all know that even in our society, women are not given that much importance in education. मतलब लड़कियों को मतलब बहुत पहले स्कूल जाने का परमिशन नहीं था, तो ये भी एक काइंड ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन था. ये एक कास्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं है, इट इज़ एन जेंडर बेस्ड डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. सो इवन वुमेन स्टार्टेड डिमांडिंग दैट दे शुड गो टू स्कूल. Peasants and tribal fought to release themselves from the grasp of money lender and high interest they were charged. इसके अलावा जो भी peasants थे, farmers थे, tribals थे, they were forced to work in their land owners or landlords field and even they were not getting handsome remuneration. So उन्होंने भी rebel करना start किया. They also started asking for their land. So in this way the women's, untouchables, peasants, everyone started demanding equality. When India became a nation in 1947, our leaders too were concerned about the different kinds of inequality that existed. Those who wrote Constitution of India, a document that laid out the rules by which the nation would function. So मीन्स अब हमको 1947 में इंडिपेंडेंस मिल गया था. इंडिपेंडेंस किससे मिला था? फ्रॉम ब्रिटिशर्स से. बट वी नीडेड इंडिपेंडेंस फ्रॉम दिस अनटचेबिलिटी, कास्ट सिस्टम, जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन एंड सो मैनी थिंग्स. सो व्हेन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन वॉज बीइंग फ्रेम्ड, मतलब जब हमारा संविधान लिखा जा रहा था, ड्यू केयर वॉज टेकन दैट everyone will get the equal rights. Now we are in page number 22. Turn the page. And discrimination had been practiced in our society and how people had struggled against this. Many leaders of these struggles such as Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar had also fought for the rights of Dalit. While one group of people they were fighting against the British, so other group was fighting for the independence and equality in the society. So these leaders set out a vision and goals in a constitution to ensure that all the people of India were considered equal. So जब हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना तो ये एंश्योर किया गया, ये श्योर किया गया कि all the people of India were considered equal. Means हर एक इंसान को हम equal समझा जाएगा. Now you can see that whether you are boy or girl, whether you are Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christian or any, you belong to any religion, you speak any language, you are from any background, you are allowed to go to school, you are allowed to go to hospital, you are allowed to go to temples or your place of worship, you are allowed to play in the park, you can purchase a house anywhere in India. So after the constitution was framed, everyone was equal and everyone was enjoying equal rights. This equality of all person is seen as a key value that unites us all as Indians. Everyone has equal rights and opportunities. So now everyone is getting equal rights and opportunity. Untouchability is seen as crime and has been लीगली एबॉलिश्ड बाई लॉ. एबॉलिश्ड मतलब ख़त्म कर देना. सो अगर आज आपको पता चलता है कि कोई भी हमारे सोसाइटी में एक अनटचेबिलिटी प्रैक्टिस कर रहा है या फिर कोई भेदभाव या कोई डिस्क्रिमिनेशन आपके साथ कर रहा है, डेफिनेटली यू कैन एनफोर्स योर राइट, इवन यू कैन फाइल अ केस अगेंस्ट हिम एंड ही विल बी punished. People are free to choose the kind of work they wish to do. Government jobs are open for all people, है ना. Earlier we had seen that the persons were forced that they have to do the same work which their parents are doing, but now you are free. आप free है. अगर आपको डॉक्टर बनना है आप डॉक्टर बनिए. If you want to become an engineer, that you can. If you want to become teacher, if you want to become a sports person, everything is open to you. You can decide what you want to be. In addition, the constitution also placed responsibility on the government to take specific steps to realize this right to equality for poor and other such marginal communities. So जो भी marginal communities है, मतलब जो भी अंडर प्रिविलेज कम्युनिटी है जिनके पास सारी फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं मिल पा रही है, now it's the responsibility of the government that government should take care of them. The writer of Constitution also said that respect for diversity was significant element in ensuring equality. मीन्स अगर हमको चाहिए कि हमारे पास यूनिटी हो तो हमको क्या करना चाहिए? वी शुड वैल्यू डाइवर्सिटी एज वी हैड सीन इन द फर्स्ट चैप्टर, है ना, कि डाइवर्सिटी इज़ वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट इन आवर लाइफ. विदाउट डाइवर्सिटी आवर लाइफ विल बी ऑटोनोमस और बोरिंग. ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ डाइवर्सिटी वी लिव अ वेरी गुड लाइफ. सो इट मस्ट बी वैल्यूड. They felt that people must have the freedom to follow their religion. मीन्स सब अपना रिलीजन फॉलो कर सकते हैं. स्पीक देयर लैंग्वेज, ऑल द लैंग्वेज विल गेट इक्वल रेस्पेक्ट. सेलिब्रेट देयर फेस्टिवल, ईच पर्सन इज फ्री टू सेलिब्रेट देयर फेस्टिवल एंड एक्सप्रेस देमसेल्फ फ्रीली. दे सेड दैट नो वन लैंग्वेज, रिलीजन और फेस्टिवल should become compulsory for all to follow. They said that the government must treat all religions equally. So to ensure that कि हमारा जो सोसाइटी है वहाँ पे इक्वलिटी हमेशा बने रहे, we decided that we will not force any person to follow a religion, to speak a language, to wear a particular kind of dress. So these are some of the points which was ensured by the government to have a stable diversity in our country. So this is how that government had assured us that how the equality can be assured to the Indian subject, Indian citizen. Now we are in the last page of the chapter. Though these ideals are enshrined in our constitution, this chapter points out that inequalities exist even today. Equality is value that we have to keep striving for and not something which will happen automatically. People's struggle and positive action by the government are necessary to make this a reality for all Indian. So now we will discuss what is the main object of that, keeping this chapter in your syllabus. That means still So many government policies are prevalent, so many government officials are working, but still inequality exists. इनइक्वालिटी आज भी है, एंड वी हैव टू एंश्योर दैट इस इनइक्वालिटी के कारण डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं होना चाहिए. देयर शुड बी नो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन इन आवर सोसाइटी. इक्वालिटी इज़ अ वैल्यू दैट वी हैव टू कीप स्ट्रिविंग फॉर, एंड समथिंग विच विल हैपन automatically. People struggle and positive action by the government are necessary. Means to ensure that कि हमारे सोसाइटी में इक्वलिटी बना हुआ है, गवर्नमेंट एक्शन टाइम टू टाइम होना चाहिए. बट ये सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट का ही रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है, बट इट इज़ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ ऑल इंडियंस. यू, वी, all, everyone has to be responsible for it, and everyone has to make sure that there is no discrimination in our surrounding. So now our chapter is finished. I will give you some homework. So as I had said that I am going to give you homework. That homework is that you have to draw this picture. Okay. What it is? It is called preamble. The first page of Constitution that clearly states that all Indians are entitled to equality of status and opportunity. Means we had seen that we had a constitution. हमारा एक संविधान है, and this constitution is book of rules and duties for Indian citizen. तो उस book का first page जो होता है उसको बोलते हैं preamble. Okay, so this is preamble. That is the first page of our constitution. The important points of our constitution: justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. These are the four main pillars of Indian constitution. We will discuss about all these things in the coming chapter. So anyhow, now you take it as homework. You make this preamble in your civics classwork copy. So we had seen that about preamble, and it is your homework. Okay. After that, one question is given. Here some statements are given, and here some stereotypic statements are given. Match the following statements in way that challenge stereotype, है ना. So what you have to do, you have to match this statement to this statement. This question you can do in your book itself. हम लोग अभी ही कर लेते हैं. Two surgeons were sitting down to lunch when one of them made a call on the mobile phone. Okay. So इसमें से 4 statement दिया हुआ है. Suffers from chronic asthma. It's not matching. To become an astronaut, which she did. Even this is not matching. To speak with her daughter who had just returned from school. So this will be answer. जैसे कि अगर आपको याद होगा, we had seen that while discussing about the stereotype, we had seen that on urban people it was said that they don't have time to spend time with their family member. So it is against the stereotype, and this both sentences matches. The boy who won the drawing competition went to the dais on a wheelchair to collect the prize. So we had discussed that some persons who are on wheelchair, we call them differently abled or person with special need. So although he is in a wheelchair, he is very good painter. Now see, one of the fastest athlete in the world suffers from chronic asthma. So many people believe that who are the asthma patient, they cannot be good in sports, they are not good in the physical activities. So this is also against stereotype that the fastest athlete is suffering from asthma. Now the last one, she was not that well off but had a dream to become an astronaut, which she did. So basically we had seen that the people are stereotyped about the poor people, that they are not good, they are not ambitious. But you can see that although she is from poor family, she want to become astronaut. She only want to become astronaut, but she became an astronaut. वो सिर्फ बनना ही नहीं चाहती थी, वो बन भी गई एक astronaut. So these are some of the statements which are against the stereotype. This question you will be doing in your book itself. And after that, 2 questions are there. Question number 2 and 3, this you have to do in your classwork copy. Question number 4 that we will discuss when we will come to the class. Okay student, so one more time you read the chapter, and after that you start writing question number 2 and 3 in your classwork copy. Thank you students.